President Tinubu filed a response to the Supreme Court asking the Apex Court to dismiss the appeal filed against his election victory by Mr. Atiku Abubakar. And Senator Ifeanyi Ubah from Anambra State has dumped the YPP for the APC. He's the only senator of that party in the Senate tonight. He will be telling us his reasons for defecting to the APC. Hello everyone, welcome to the program. This is Politics Today, live on Channels Television. I'm Sean Kimare in Abuja. Let's quickly tell you that more appointments have been made by President Bola Tinubu, who today has announced the appointment of Mr. Ola Olukoyede as chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, the EFCC. Olukoyede will replace suspended Abdulrasheed Bawa, and his appointment is for a renewable term of 4 years in the first instance, pending Senate's confirmation. On the 14th of June 2023, the president suspended Mr. Abdulrasheed Bawa indefinitely as an anti-graft agency boss, and Bawa was suspended, according to the president, to allow for proper investigation into his conduct while in office. The action followed weighty allegations of abuse of office leveled against him. Tonight, more and more issues about identities and issues relating to the findings of Atiku Abubakar has generated a lot of controversy. Yesterday, Mr. Peter Obi of the Labour Party went to town to talk about his views on President Tinubu's identity and what he thinks he should be doing. He said he should reintroduce himself to Nigerians. But there are those in the APC also that have brought up some issues related to Mr. Atiku Abubakar's identity. He said, when did he change his name from Sadiq to Atiku? We'll be hearing some of these issues tonight and getting clarification from Atiku Abubakar tonight on the program. Also, Senator Ifeanyi Ubah will be joining me on the program to explain his reasons. He's a sole senator of the YPP, but he has since dumped the party and moved to the APC. We'll be hearing his reasons for that. Is it about the Southeast politics, the national politics? What exactly is going on? We'll be hearing all of this tonight. So stick around with me, everyone, because we need to check out your political roundup for updates on your political stories.
A bill for an act to amend the Armed Forces Act to provide for the appointment of the Chief of Defense Staff and the engagement as consultants of senior compulsory retired officers of the Nigerian Armed Forces to provide training and guidance to 7 officers has skilled second reading in the House of Representatives. The bill, sponsored by the Deputy Speaker and 7 others, seek to ensure that whoever is to be appointed as Chief of Defense Staff must come from the armed forces, as well as increase the retirement age of Army officers. Meanwhile, the House is to investigate the alleged victimization and maltreatment of Nigerians in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Akwa Ibom State Governor Umar Eno is calling for a liaison of traditional institutions in the country to pioneer a new vista of national unity that will promote commerce and industry among various regions of the nation. Governor Eno made a call during his interaction with the Emir of Kano, Alhaji Aminu Ado Bayero, at the government house in Uyo.
And we continue to work together in harmony to ensure that we raise our culture, and then even now cultures are being exported, you know, and we trust that we'll continue to do that together.
The Chief Judge of Ondo State, Justice Olusegun Odushola, has stopped the process of setting up a 7-man panel to investigate allegations of gross misconduct leveled against the Deputy Governor, Lucky Ayedatiwa. The Ondo State Assembly had written the Chief Judge asking him to constitute the panel in line with Section 188 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended. But the CJ, in a letter to the Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Oladiji Olamide, cited Section 287, subsection 3 of the Constitution as the reason why he cannot act on the letter from the House. The CJ said he was barred from performing the functions by an order of a federal high court. A coalition of APC support groups in Abuja has criticized the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, and that of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, for questioning the identity and the authenticity of the certificate advocates of President Bola Tinubu. The group describes the recent claims by Mr. Peter Obi and Alhaji Atiku Abubakar as baseless, distracting, and a desperation to clinch political powers.
If Alhaji Atiku Abubakar's Sadiq's press conference is aptly described as a face-saving gimmick to capture power from the back door, then Mr. Obi's belated press conference is at best childish, shameless, and laughable.
Thank you so much, everyone. Let's get talking. Senator Ifeanyi Ubah is representing Anambra South Senatorial District in the National Assembly, and today he's exited the Young Progressives Party, YPP, and moved to the All Progressives Congress, APC. Senate President Godswill Akpabio, during plenary today, read a letter which said that Senator Ubah's defection was due to irreconcilable differences in the YPP. Senator Ubah, however, did not explain the irreconcilable differences. The letter further explained that Ubah's decision is in the interest of his constituents. Ubah is he was now the sole member of the YPP in the 10th Senate before his defection to the APC. Now, Senator Ifeanyi Ubah joins us live here in our Abuja studio. Thank you so much. It's good to see you.
Thank you.
I'm seeing you for the very first time in a long time. Are you keeping fit, I see?
Well,
what's the secret? Gym or diet?
God Almighty.
Thank you so much for joining us
you.
tonight. Give us an understanding. So you are no longer a YPP senator. You are now an APC senator. Why did you leave YPP?
Well, every politician follows the interests of his constituency and his people. So for me, I think it's time my people want me to join the Center Party. And that is the reason why it wasn't an easy decision, because I must appreciate that when I needed help most politically, YPP came to my rescue, and I owe it to YPP, and they were there with me. But now I have also been able to groom a lot of people in YPP, and I think it's time now to join the Center Party so that I can bring dividend of democracy and the renewed hope to my constituency.
You used that platform in the 9th Assembly and the 10th Assembly.
Yes, nobody has
Twice you were lucky.
Nobody has done that in Nigeria. As I stood with the party throughout my tenure in the 9th Senate, and now I am leaving. I contested with the party for the governorship. I couldn't make it, and I contested with the party again on the 10th Senate. I made it, and I consulted widely, telling everybody from my constituency, the party, from my ward to the national officers, that I have to leave so that I can look at giving my constituency the benefit of a renewed hope.
Is it true what they say that back in Inewi, that is your base?
Yes.
That no matter what party Ifeanyi Ubah uses, he's going to win Senate.
Exactly.
So you think that with YPP or not, you can win? And that's why you dumped it.
I have won election with Labour Party before, local government election. In the whole of Anambra State, I was the only one that used Labour Party to win election 3 times in the Nnewi North. And then at the same time, I have done that with other political parties. I have used Nnewi to deliver APGA for the first time in about 12 years. APGA has never won Nnewi North. I was the very first person to deliver APGA in Nnewi North. So Nnewi North is my base.
So, I mean, you said your people wanted you to join the APC.
Yes.
Was this equivocal? Did they sign it? Did you have? How did they tell you to join?
For someone winning election back to back, you know that you must be close to your people, and you must always consult widely with your people. So for me to join APC, I have done my consultation, and then I listened to the voice of my people. Looking at APC today, you will discover that the president has been fair, super fair to the Southeast, irrespective of our vote during the election. Giving us the Minister of Works is something that wouldn't have been possible in the past.
The Minister of Works from
Ebonyi. Yes. Another appointment that is coming, and so many other good things that he wants to do for our people. So it is very important for us now to take that decision to move into the center party so that we will not be left behind.
So it's a case of if you can't beat them, you join them. Is that a case for you?
It is not about, it's a case of taking a proper decision that will help to alleviate the plight of your people.
So when you say that your people...
Because if you say if you can't beat them, who is going in? I am taking a decision.
So you seem like a lone ranger. And the only member of the YPP
you will be
in the Senate.
You will be surprised to know that it is an all-inclusive. The entire Southeast is joining where I am going because they know who I am. It's not a normal thing. You just watch and see what's going to be in the next few weeks.
So there are more senators following you into
not
APC.
only senators, stakeholders, people that has held one of the biggest offices in Nigeria, party people from different party, top politicians. The numbers are so much. So, and I'm happy and I'm lucky.
So you are the one leading the cause
of what as it stands today, I am not the one. It was a collective decision, but I am leading the part of that. I have been the one that, I'm the only one today that came to the party, and then I came with each and every one of us. But we are going to do a normal declaration. So just to watch and see, we are going to have a normal declaration soon.
So isn't this also sort of... interestingly, is it?
Call it tsunami. Call it tsunami.
No, it's not tsunami. You
call
just
it tsunami
one person.
Declaration.
No, you are just one person.
But a senator is not easy.
Yeah, you are
a
just...
senator.
That's
Yes,
only one
APC
seat
have no
in the
elected
Senate.
officer in Anambra, entire Anambra state. So I am the one that has come in as the senator from the state. So now APC have a senator in Anambra state.
Who is your leader in Anambra state in the APC now?
Well, I need to go back to the party to know who is their leader, but at least there was some declaration that was made today.
Okay, so let me ask you, you spoke about your people wanting you to come, and I look at it critically. If you analyze the politics of Anambra State, look at the presidential election, it was an all-out massive support for Peter Obi in that election. So you look at it, that APC seems to be very unpopular considering the figures and the numbers that APC got out of the presidential election in 2023. And it looked like a risk, and you decided to take the risk, isn't it?
Well, it is the thing that is the best thing that will come to my constituency and my people. During that election, I had my position. I contested for YPP. I contested under the platform of YPP. We also have a Labour Party candidate in that election that came third in my election. So it is not a matter of people in politics. It's a matter of those who wants to contest where I am contesting. And that is the position I found myself and I'm enjoying in my constituency. So in the state.
So now, the question I'm asking is the popularity of your party. If your party looks by the numbers and the figures coming out of that your state, it looks like your party is unpopular. That is the question.
My current party. You're talking about
I'm talking about the APC.
APC. It's not. You can't say it. You remember the last gubernatorial election, APC came third. You know, so you can't call a party that came third unpopular party. It's just that we have not. We have not been able to.
The presidential election, the figures shows that your party is unpopular.
Yes, we voted. My people voted with emotions and sentiment, and there was no much push. You know, politics is about fighting. Politics is about talking to people. Politics is about giving the people what they want, telling them what they want. So I don't think APC have the right machinery during the presidential election, but it's not going to be the same again.
Why a lot of people in Anambra State perceive APC as a party of the North and a party, at least in governorship election, at least 2 governorship elections, those are the kind of sentiment that came out.
That's what I told you. It depends on the machinery that you use in campaigning. You don't bring in politicians that are based in Abuja always, that don't have rapport with the constituents. So now we are going to have a total different dynamics of politics. We are all coming in. In fact, most of the political gladiators are joining me, to join the main party of Nigeria today. And I think, by the grace of God, you will see the difference. Nigerians will also see the difference.
YPP says your defection is unfortunate.
Well, I owe and I respect my former party, YPP. They gave me the opportunity to get to where I am today. And that is why I keep my issues with them, you know, very confidential to my heart. And I'll continue to respect them because they also respect my wish. But I don't think my former party will go against me or get me into a battle of boxing ring or that kind of thing.
Yeah, because you said irreconcilable differences.
Yes, there's
what
a lot
these
of
irreconcilable differences.
Well, the irreconcilable differences must also be it must be contained within the confines of our privy. It's close to my heart. So I don't think it's something
because
that I need to
those who
discuss
will
in
say
public.
that, look, you're just giving that excuse to just get yourself out.
Well, if you get yourself out, remember this is a party that sponsored me. And it's not easy, for one, the highest ranking member of a political party to leave the party. I understand the emotions, so I don't want to injure that emotion by making any statement that will not work very well. But I consulted widely. I am not the kind of person that goes into take a decision, without proper consultation.
In a statement signed by Ebeola Wale Martins, and this is what the YPP is, their reservation, they said, "We are aware of the legal implications of your actions and ready to explore all available actions within the ambit of the law after the National Working Committee would have met to decide on the way forward." Are you worried about the possibility of a legal tussle with the YPP with your decision today?
I am not worried because YPP is a party I have joined and I have enjoyed, and I moved on without having issues with my party, and I consulted widely. I'm here to tell Nigerians, that there is no issue, but there is a irreconcilable difference. Means that I can take a position, and then I can tell my party to look at my position, why I'm taking a position, and then it is where I want to move.
Did you discuss with them?
Well, I said I consulted widely, and I think
you could have consulted widely in the APC. Did you leave them out of the conversation? Because the YPP statement looks like a bitter reaction to your action.
No. Let's wait till the NWC of my former party. I don't like to preempt issues, but I think I tell you that I won't have problem. It is a party. It's like a family. Coming from young progressive to all progressive, it's STEM progressive.
Mm. So they call it
progressive movement.
No, that's not it. In politics, in the local parlance, they say, okay, it is where Bele face. In the local parlance, that wherever the streetness is, that is where.
If it was, I wouldn't have been with the party throughout the 9th Senate for over 5 years now.
So those who say that, Ifeanyi, but this is personal, this is for your personal gain, what do you say to that?
Why didn't I take it 5 years ago if it is where belief is?
Why are you
that's
taking
why I don't like the word dump. I don't want the word. I moved. It's a movement. We are going into APC because we think APC today will support the developmental trajectories of my people. They will support the developmental, desire of my people. And then also, it is very important for us to be where the decisions is being taken. And also my faith in the president of the country, because I believe that he has done so well. Go to the entire Southeast and ask my people are more in the business domain. Go and ask any wealthy Igbo man today who can claim that he has not derived or has not benefited from the platform that our president set in Lagos. So in the last 15 years, go and check any wealthy Igbo man has benefited immensely from the political structure that the president has laid in Lagos State. So why wouldn't we believe that he will do a better thing for us?
So it's a case of rob my back, I rob your back. Well, this is a political game for you.
Well, it's a decision.
It's not really about the people. It's about the political gimmick.
It's a decision that will favor my people. That is why I am in politics. If it's not favoring my people, I won't be in politics. So I am here to see the best for my people, and my people know that I am here for them, and that is why there won't be problem.
So, and I'd like to ask you, on a moral level, you are saying that you have consulted and you may not have problem. But morality and law, they are two separate things. Legally speaking, do you know the implication of what you did today?
Do I look like somebody that does not understand the legal implication of issues?
You tell us, Senator.
Do I look like somebody who has read law, that does not understand the legal implication and have been with a party for 5 years, more than 5 years now, and has groomed the party from one sole candidate of a political party to over 14 candidates, today presently elected members, over 14 elected members of the party nationwide, both houses of assembly. In my constituency, I have 3 houses of assembly. A member of my party is currently the minority leader of Anambra State House of Assembly. And we have a House of Representatives, and we have I'm a senator, and we have House of Representatives in other states, House of Assemblies in other states. If we have done this, it means that I have nurtured the party to where it is today, from 1 to over 14.
This is a party.
Yes,
Did
because I'm the party leader. I am the party leader.
You are the highest ranking.
I was the party leader of YPP, end quote.
So you've left the party like an orphan?
No.
You left the party
the
party is... If you say you nurtured the party, you left the party that you nurtured.
The party is well structured, and by the grace of God, they will continue from where I stopped. For me, I have moved to APC.
Why is a case of philosophy here, political philosophy? Where did you leave that, Senator?
Political philosophy is thinking about my people. I have grown a party that the party can stand on its own, while I think about those who has given me the opportunity to serve and then bring back dividends of democracy to them.
Senator, let's talk about your people of Anambra State.
Yes,
they are the ones you are representing.
Yes.
What is innate for the people of Anambra State in your movement to the APC?
Well, infrastructurally, we are too aback. You know, go and look at the roads in my constituency, and then we don't have someone who can plead for us. You know, and so some of the social gestures that comes in from the center party, when they get to my state, we don't normally get some of these things, and so many other things that I don't think I would like to discuss in this platform. But for me, my people need to have a federal president, and this is the right time for us to do it.
When you talk about federal presence, what exactly do you think that you can inspire by this your movement? What in clear terms, what do you tell your people who are watching now? Okay. Some of those people who may not understand your political reason of this movement, what are you bringing to them? What is the need for them?
Well, it's not, I don't think it's fair for a big party like APC not to have a single elected officer in the entire state, in one state in the whole country. So if you look at that, and then you have me today as the only elected, not only elected, a senator representing Anambra State in the APC caucus, in the APC party, then you will be able to appreciate the fact that we made the right decision, if not, you know. And then looking at also the geopolitical structure of my zone, we have 5 states, and these 5 states has 4 different political parties. It is time for us to move into the center party, and that is why I will want to get in and then see how I can help APC to. We have 2 APC states currently, 1 Labour state, 1 APGA state. You know, so out of the 5 states that we have, and 1 PDP state. So my desire is to see all these 5 states of the country joining the center party, so that we can be able to have serious voice and then also be at the center where decisions are being made.
Does it mean that if you're not in the, I see that the national chairman at the NWC of the APC receiving you earlier today. First and foremost, what was that reception about? How did they receive you? What promises did APC give to you when they received you?
Well, APC received the Senator of the Federal Republic, the only senator from Anambra State, coming into APC. I don't think it's something that needs a very low sound to get one involved. I think I appreciate the gesture that the way they received me today. It's not a normal way that people were being received in the past.
And I'd like to extract this from you, that in truth, this is about the people of Anambra State. What promise, what assurance can you give them that this is not personal, this is not personal, this is not about Ifeanyi Ubah, this is about the Anambra people? Can you give them that assurance tonight?
Well, Sean, I have done my consultation. I have done my consultation from the leadership of my party, from my ward to the leadership of my party, from the leadership of the Senate to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I have done my consultation. I have also indicated and explained the position of my people, and I have assurance, and I believe that I won't be disappointed.
So you've not spoken about what is in it, because the essence of this conversation is about not about Ifeanyi Ubah, but the implication of your defection for your people.
For my people. I told you.
What are you bringing to them? Can you give us an example
I am bringing
of
the presence of the
federal?
I am bringing the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria under the leading political party of Nigeria. And I am sure that I will not be disappointed, because I have firm conviction from the president of the country, to the party, to the president of the Senate, to my party, my former party, and my constituency. That is what I said earlier on. And then if I have not done my consultations, I wouldn't have taken this position.
Insecurity, perhaps, you have had a better share of that, of insecurity. For example, are you getting assurances that insecurity will be dealt with in your region?
Well, we spoke on many issues, not only insecurity. We discussed insecurity was one of the focused, infrastructure, federal presence, but most important, even looking at our stability of Southeast, and my state, our detained brother Nnamdi Kanu. So a lot of things are on the table. So let's all see how we will, where we'll get to, and then see how.
You have the view that Ifeanyi Ubah should be released.
Nnamdi Kanu.
I mean, Nnamdi Kanu, apologies. Please.
Definitely, I am of the firm belief that if we can consult with the consultation we have had. The government will start looking into that direction, even though it's something that the government cannot say based on the issues in court. Government cannot say that they can take a unilateral position. But I believe by the time we'll join the forces, come into the center stage, we'll make appeals. It's part of
what you are bringing to the table?
It is part of the issues on the table, because we want tranquility, we want stability in the Southeast. So everybody that wants peace in the Southeast should help to join or help to pray for me, and then see that my move will bring value to the Southeast and bring tranquility and peace, so that people will start going back to the Southeast. People are no more going to the Southeast. Mondays are being observed as a sit at home. So many things are involved. There are not things I can say publicly, but I am sure that I won't be disappointed. I make my case very straight, my issues, the demand of my people very straight to the highest office of this country, and I'm sure that I will not be disappointed.
Some of those who are close to you say that you have your eyes on the governorship seat in Anambra State. You still want to be governor of Anambra State?
Well, if my people want me to contest, why wouldn't I contest?
That's the political language that you politicians use.
I've contested in 2013.
It's not about
in
contesting.
2021.
You still have the ambition of wanting to be governor of Anambra State?
I am for my people. Wherever they want me, I will be there. Once my family and my constituencies are ask me to move, I'll move.
Are you working?
If I'm still in politics.
Are you in good rapport with Governor Soludo?
He's my governor, and for me, for today, he's my governor.
Is there a handshake? Do you guys work together?
Well, he has supported me, and then I have also supported the government of Anambra State. I don't think we have issues, but politics, you don't come into political contest. Every political party will have a representative, a candidate. So it's all about doing what the people want. Once you are doing what the people want, you go into election, then you will receive your report card from the people. For me, I have no issue. Every political party will have a candidate. For today, now I'm in APC. If APC decide to give me a ticket and my people want me to contest, there won't be no stopping.
And I
have never failed the election.
You've lost elections. You've lost governorship elections in that state.
I've never failed.
On a final note, and in 30 seconds, what is your view about IPOB and the agitation?
I have always said that the agitation of IPOB was about how our people were treated. But you can see there's a lot of changes now. So no Igbo man will come and tell us that our people are not in the center spread with our own son being the Minister of Works in this country, and so many other appointments that the president has graciously given to our people. So,
but some of them will be aggrieved that Peter Obi did not win the election. It's your son, isn't it?
I am not a member of a Labour Party. I am a member of YPP.
Oh, you are talking about the Igbo people now, so and I'm asking you that your brother Peter Obi did not win the election. Does that bring some kind of misgivings within the
Well,
land?
People have sentiment and emotion. I don't think in politics you follow the fact. Election has been done. INEC declared a winner of that election, confirmed by the Court of Appeal. So there's still a Supreme Court decision on that election. For me, those two incidents and the election proper, the Court of Appeal position, is what I'm looking at. I'm not driven by emotion and sentiment.
Senator Ifeanyi, Patrick Ubah, thank you so much indeed for your time tonight, and I appreciate it. I wish you the very best in the coming days, and hopefully that the real dividend will go to the people of the senatorial district with you.
It has always been, and by the grace of God, they will not be disappointed. Thank you.
Thank you so much indeed.
Thank you.
We'll take a break, everyone, but when we return, we'll be hearing from Atiku Abubakar tonight about his decisions to chase after Bola Tinubu's records. And those who have said, you too, what about your own records? Sadiq, what about that in Atiku Abubakar's name and his record? We're finding out after this break, everyone. Join us again. Thank you so much, everyone, for staying with us. So President Bola Tinubu and his party has asked the Supreme Court to dismiss the appeal filed by former Vice President Atiku Abubakar and the People's Democratic Party, PDP, challenging his victory in the 2023 presidential election. The president described the appeal as abusive in nature and prayed for its dismissal. The president insisted that the PDP presidential candidate Atiku and his party failed to prove all the allegations and submissions at the tribunal. Tinubu submitted that the tribunal was correct in arriving at his verdict and affirming his election as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Meanwhile, the pursuit of the former vice president seeking the Chicago State University to release Mr. Tinubu's record has generated a lot of controversies. The outcome of the United States legal pursuit is now being filed as part of the appeal at the Supreme Court by Mr. Atiku Abubakar. Meanwhile, a BBC report has indicated that President Tinubu indeed finished from that university. Tonight, we'll be hearing from Mr. Atiku Abubakar. His senior special assistant, Frank Shaibu, joins us live here in our studio. Thanks so much, Frank, for joining us tonight on the program.
Thank you, Sean. Good to be here.
Yeah, I'm very sure that you're hearing you too. Now, the APC is saying you too. When you are mentioning, when you point an accusing finger on Bola Tinubu, and they have also brought out records, past records of your principal, Atiku Abubakar. But before I get into that, your principal has filed an appeal to, and we understand that he has since used the outcome of what came out of Chicago to file part of what he has filed. What more can you tell us about that appeal?
Well, the appeal is clear. The content of our appeal is clear and unambiguous. The only new thing there is the fact that we filed a new motion to submit new evidence, particularly the deposition we got from the deposition and findings we got from the Chicago State University. You know, particularly as it relates to the case in the United States of America. I mean, the particular one, the case where the lawyers to Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu fought vigorously, you know, to truncate, where they even pleaded, grovelled, and said, look, if these documents are released to Mr. Atiku Abubakar, it was going to cost the president is what they call irreparable damage. What that means, we don't know. But at least on citing the documents, we now understand why they said it was going to cost him irreparable damage, particularly with the kind of findings that we stumbled on during deposition and under oath. So it's going to be a game changer. A lot will happen. I know that the esteemed justices of the Supreme Court are men who are men of honor, and we expect them, you know, to look at the issues before them based on the laws of the land, particularly the most vital document in any nation, that is our Constitution, Where the Constitution is violated, we expect that issues of technicalities will be kept, will be kept very far away, because whether we like it or not, we don't want our country and our citizens, to be tagged with a negative tag. These days, if you hear someone coming from Colombia, for instance, they say, oh, that's a country where you have drug-related issues. So we don't want a situation where we come out of Nigeria, or our citizens all over the world are being treated as pariahs and being looked at as certificate forgers. So the issue of certificate forgery, the issue of fake certificates, the issue of forgery in whatever form must be dealt with dispassionately. That is the only way we can restore confidence, in their body policy. And the truth is this, the middle class is eroded. There is no money in the pockets of Nigerians. The only thing left with my people, that is Nigerians, is integrity and their honor. Integrity is gone. Now we want to take away their honor with the issue of certificate forgery. And that's why, we believe that the esteemed justices of the Supreme Court will take a look at some of these things very dispassionately. It's a matter before the courts already, and it will be prejudicial if we go into the details and nitty-gritty of that, more so that I am not even a lawyer.
Are you worried that the BBC report and those who are of the view that whatever the pursuit of Atiku Abubakar could be nullity, because the BBC report has stated that, in truth, Bola Tinubu attended Chicago State University?
You see, Seun, let me tell you something. When they call it the BBC report, I laugh at maybe the level of pedestrianism. The global disinformation team of the BBC, the young people, the 3 young people who wrote that report, are not even in the employment of the BBC. The global disinformation team is like a fact-checking team. And when you are fact-checkers, obviously, most organizations outsource them. Let me take one of them, one of the authors of that report, for instance. Olaronke Alo. Olaronke Alo, as far back as 2019, was a producer and presenter on TVC, owned by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. She was running the program up till 2019. So you see, we can tell you, you don't need the services of a clairvoyant or a witch doctor to hazard a guess as to how the stories were put together. In that report, the first paragraph of that report, first or second paragraph will tell you that they got a copy, certified true copy of that deposition from Frank Shaibu. In the first place, no journalist will tell you his source of information. But we don't mind, because it's not a secret document. It was a public document. They asked for it. One of their reporters asked me for the document. I sent it to her. Then in the report, towards the end of the report, the same report now claimed that when they tried to reach the Atiku media team, we did not respond. This we have taken up with the top management, and we have written a petition to the BBC, because they have allowed their platform to be used for a hatchet job like this. It is preposterous. It is unacceptable.
You think that
it is reckless.
The highest office in the BBC is not aware about the commissioning of such a story?
No, we do, with profound respect. They were in shock too, because I told them, I said, look at the report. It is jaundiced. Jaundiced because if you claim in the report that I gave you the document, and you are aware that I speak for former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, if you could acknowledge the fact that I gave you the report, and at no time, either by email or telephone, when you needed the report, a copy of the deposition, you had access to my email, you had access to my phones. And when I gave you the document, and you now needed to get back to us to give our side of the story, you claimed in the report that you didn't have access to us. And when we queried that, did you call me? Did you send me an email? Did you send to Mazi Paul Ibe, who is the head of the Atiku Media Office? The answer was no. And they mentioned one obscure name that we have never heard before in the Atiku Media Office. So what it means is that if I took you first off to Olaronke Alo, who was a former presenter, producer with TVC. TVC is owned by Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So if my people will tell you that, look, if a bicycle passed through this road and you are seeing a corpse by this roadside, who killed the person? It's possible. You don't need a witch doctor to tell you that it is a hard job.
So you, because of the history, of the work history of one of the team members of the BBC, you are saying that that report cannot be tenable as far as you are concerned.
I'll give you other reasons. I just gave you that was just
because the submission, the inferences on their submission shows to that based on the document that are available to them, that Mr. Bola Tinubu had actually finished from Chicago State University.
We did not. Let me even educate Nigerians. Atiku Abubakar did not go to Chicago University to ask whether Bola Ahmed Tinubu attended or finished from Chicago State University. That is the mistake most people make. And it's unfortunate. What's our business if he attended Chicago State University? What's Atiku's business if he graduated from there? That's not our business. We have people who pay school fees, who get admission and go to university and they go there to sell ewa going and agege bread. That's his business. If he graduated or he did not graduate, it's not our business. What we went there for was one single thing. He submitted a certificate to the Independent National Electoral Commission for the 2023 election. And when our lawyers, one of our lawyers, based on subpoena, wrote to the university, said, look, we need a copy of this man's certificate. They obliged him a copy. And the copy of that certificate was completely different from what Mr. Tinubu submitted to INEC. We became curious. If this certificate you gave to me, you gave to our lawyer, was dated, in that certificate they gave to our lawyer on subpoena. Mr. Nauro, it was on that certificate, it was clearly written there that one Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Bola A. Tinubu, not even Ahmed, graduated from the university on the 27th of June, 1979. Meanwhile, the one Mr. Tinubu submitted to INEC said he graduated from the university on the 22nd of June, 1979. How can one man have two dates of graduation? So we are aware that, hold on, Chion. We are aware that, okay, he has multiple dates of birth. Some of his documents show that he was born in 1950, some 52, some 54, and some 55. We became curious. I would say, okay, look, Chicago State University, please come clean. We want to have access to this man's records. He got admission into the university according to his records, and he graduated from this university. We don't have a problem. We want you to come under oath to tell us if you issued this certificate to him, the one he submitted to INEC. That was what took us to Chicago. And they came under oath. They did not issue the certificate under oath. The copies of the deposition are public documents. Now, hold on.
Frank, no. Yes, hold on. Let me ask you the question.
Yes, go ahead.
So I'd like to ask you, you are the owner of that iPad, isn't it?
Yes.
Is it possible for you to steal what belongs to you?
Oh, it is possible. It is possible. No, not what belongs to you. It is possible to steal.
So I'm asking, just remember, hold on, let me ask my question.
Go ahead.
And the question I'm asking is that if you own something, if you graduate, is it possible if you attended this school for you to forge your own graduation?
I will tell you.
Or the evidence of your
No, I will tell you. Let me ask you, I will respond to you with a question. Did Mesoma Ejike not write the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board exams? Did she not write that examination? She did. But she went to a third-party agent, a CBT center, to produce a result. Was that result tenable? The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, under Bola Ahmed Tinubu, not ban Mesoma from writing JAM for the next 2-3 years. Before Nigerians intervened, I think they've reduced it to 1 year. Did she not write the exams? So why didn't she wait to use that result? The issue is this. It is not my duty to go into the details of that matter. Let me even tell you something. The BBC report, if they claim they were fact checkers, what they would have done simply to prove to us that they were really fact checkers, the date of graduation and the date Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu collected that certificate should have been one result that they would have given to Nigerians that would have stunned us. Don't forget too that Mr. Bola A. Tinubu told the world in Chatham House in United Kingdom, where the BBC is domiciled, that thank God I have gotten a replacement certificate from my university. He told the world, it's on tape. You use that tape on this station. And the university said, look, we don't have any record asking this man, asking the university to give him a replacement certificate. Don't forget, too, that this same matter came up in 1998-99 in court. And it reminds me of the Yoruba song. Eni jale lekon. To bada aron obori. Ashole. Lo dabora. Are you with me? If you translate that into the English language,
it's almost impossible to translate.
No, I'll tell you.
Because you know the reason is you just bastardized the Yoruba language.
I didn't bastardize it. Show you know what I'm talking about. No,
I have an idea of what you're talking about.
You have an idea of what I'm talking about.
You did a very bad job of saying.
Yes, because I don't speak the Yoruba language. I'm an Igala man.
Yes,
you understand me?
I know.
But because I live in Lagos, yes, because you see, if in 1998-99, in his records that he submitted to INEC, the man said he went to Government College Ibadan. He even went to University of Chicago where he got a BSc Economics. He now later had what you call BSc Business and Administration from Chicago State University. 2 different degrees from 2 universities in Chicago. He loves Chicago so much. Not a problem. Today, he has removed and expunged University of Chicago from his records. He has expunged Government College Ibadan because there was an outcry at that time that, look, you were not our student. Students who graduated that year came out in their torrents and said, no, you were not our student. When these records were released from Chicago State University, we discovered that in the form he filled, the Bola A. Tinubu filled. I don't know if it's President Bola Tinubu. But in that form, the person said, which he said is his records, the person said that he attended Government College Lagos this time, not Government College Ibadan, and that he graduated from the school in 1970. And the school was established in 1974. Right. So now, do I need a witch doctor?
Frank, let's. Yes. Yeah, you've made a lot of effort.
Yes.
Trying to puncture.
So when you say you were saying, can you steal what belongs to you?
Moment.
He has nothing.
Because I'm moving away from Bola Tinubu. I'm moving to your principal.
Please come on. I'm listening to you.
Yes. Is he? I mean, of course, there's been response. Why Siddiq Abubakar? He's agreed that was his name at the time, isn't it?
Yes.
And he changed it.
Yes.
To Atiku Abubakar.
Yes.
Why?
I'll tell you.
Go ahead.
My father gave me Francis. I was Francis. Because my father was Catholic. He was a knight in the Catholic Church. He wanted me as Francis. When I started my study in the English language, I discovered that when I transcribe letter PH, the letters of the alphabet PH, phonetically, it gives me the same sound the F will give to me. So when I have Philip and I have Frank or Francis, I get the same sound. So what did I do? I now started writing, why do you address me as Frank? PH. That's my name. But my records, before getting, in fact, my classmates, my schoolmates from primary school will know me as Francis. Secondary school, they will know me as Francis. But I have an affidavit. By the time I got to the university, I have an affidavit to support that. I changed, I migrated.
We're talking about your principal now, Frank.
Hold on.
We're talking about Mr. Atiku Abubakar.
I'm educating you. I'm a teacher.
No. You don't need to educate me. We're saying you should address Atiku Abubakar's case. Yes. Why from Siddiq to Atiku Abubakar?
Beautiful. I'll tell you, every student, elementary student of Islamic civilization will tell you that Prophet Muhammad, peace be unto him, had a bosom friend called Caliph Abubakar. Caliph Abubakar had 2 names the Holy Prophet gave to him. Siddiq and Atiku. Siddiq and Atiku were the 2 names. And these names, the etymology of these names is ingrained in Islamic foundation. So they are not just ordinary names. Atiku Abubakar had the name Siddiq. And later on in life, he chose to now be known as Atiku. And as far back as August 1973, he deposed to an affidavit. That's a man of truth. That is not a man who attended a spiritual school in the night and before the school was established. For a man to depose on an affidavit as far back as 1973, you should know that that is a man who believes in documentation, who believes in the truth, who believes that, look, there is...
So it's because of the Prophet Muhammad that he changed his name?
Yes. He understood the meaning. He knows the meaning of Sadiq.
Does he have a son with Sadiq?
He doesn't need to have a son with Sadiq.
I'm asking you, so he has a son who bears the same name.
Of
Sadiq.
course, he has children.
So it's coincidence that his son is Sadiq and he used to be Sadiq.
No. He has children. I don't know all the names of all his children.
But we can confirm from you that Atiku Abubakar has a son who is Sadiq Abubakar too.
I don't know that. I don't know his sons.
Let me
I only
ask
know
you,
a few of
just
his sons.
a moment.
Yes.
If you have an idea of your principal,
and definitely there's none of his sons who could be older than his father.
At Jada Primary School,
yes,
his name registered as Atiku Kujoli.
Yes, his grandfather's name.
At Adama Provincial School,
yes,
he registered as Atiku Abubakar.
Yes.
But when he was to join Nigerian custom, he presented a WAEC certificate that belonged to Sadiq Abubakar.
Not belong, it belongs to him. That belongs to him.
Do you remember the date at which he changed that name?
I don't know. I don't remember the date. The only date I can tell you for free is the date he deposed on affidavits.
In
and hold on, sir. And for the names that have been flying on the records of, you see, Sheung, let me tell you something. When a man catches his wife with another man, and you say, "Come, you are cheating on me," the moment your wife tells you, "Honey, but I saw you 3 weeks ago with another girl," you should know that your wife is a cheat. Do you understand me? In this matter, if you transpose it here into this situation, look, it is on record that Atiku's affidavit for change of name is on the records with the Independent National Electoral Commission.
So let's look at the discrepancy that have been found out.
Yes. Not found out, it's been there.
No, just hold on.
Yes.
Sadiq
yes,
has been used differently in Atiku Abubakar's documents.
Depending on the teachers.
Just hold on.
Depending on the teachers and the writers.
When he was to join Nigerian custom, he presented a certificate, WAEC certificate that belonged to Sadiq with I-D-D-I-K.
Yes.
He then went to court to obtain an affidavit.
Yes.
The affidavit read Sadiq, S-A-D-I-Q Abubakar, not Sadiq as contained in the WAEC certificate. Is this the same person as Atiku Abubakar?
It's the same person as Atiku
Okay.
Abubakar.
At the ABU diploma he got in hygiene that he got, is the name beard Atiku Abubakar.
Yes, because he had done his change of name. At what point did he get the affidavit? At what point did he get the diploma in ABU?
So we're looking at the
what point? No, look at the dates
just
now.
A moment.
Look at the dates.
I'm the one asking you the
Yes,
question, Frank. So at what point is the discrepancy or the misspelling of Sadiq and Sadiq?
No. You see, misspellings usually occur even in schools and colleges. Don't forget that I'm a teacher and a school owner. I see this every day. Our parents who will come that, look, I won't pick this certificate, I won't pick this testimonial because my son's name was misspelled. I write my Imran with I-M-M-R-A-N instead of I-M-R-A-N. So why is it this way? Do you understand?
Have you critically looked at the affidavit?
Of course, I've taken a look at it.
Have you compared it that it is in fact carrying a wrong name? In Mr. Atiku Abubakar's biography, it's never mentioned that he had a change of name.
Oh, no.
Have you found out that after a search at the Anglo-Ruskin University in Cambridge, they said they don't have anybody as Atiku Abubakar? Has that come to your team?
In what? In Anglo-Ruskin University?
Yeah.
How can anybody say that? From his letters, he can't even come to us because anybody who projects that will just want to deflect on the issues. We are staying on the issue. Their man is a forger. He forged the certificate.
But the question is
yes. We're staying on this. Nobody can deflect.
A lot of Nigerians...
The university in question, he did not just graduate from Anglo-Ruskin.
Frank,
we have his letters of admission, we have his certificates.
We close in 30 seconds on this because, we're pressed for time. The question, and finally, is on the moral ground.
Yes.
That why, and many Nigerians have seen them ask, that why are we having candidates who questions about their identity are coming up, including your principal, who has pointed accusing finger against the president, that they're now saying, you too.
No.
Why such
two things.
A record integrity problem?
They are on two different pedestals. Two different pedestals. This one happened, in fact, has been there. It has refused to go away. It's been there from the 70s till date. The one of Bola Tinubu. We have been in search of his original results. So we are on two different pedestals. Atiku has no scandal as far as his documentation.
We've raised the question.
He has an affidavit. You don't have an affidavit. You don't have a result.
We've raised the question. It's for the Nigerian people to judge. Whether you two and your principal ask questions to answer. Thank you so much, Frank Shaibu, Senior Special Assistant to Atiku Abubakar. Well, that's our show for tonight, everyone. Many thanks for watching. I'm Sean Kimale. Bye-bye.